Today we're going to explore the inception and the creation of a great album, the historic Toys in the Attic. Let's talk about the recording environment at that time, the record plant. I understand it was in kind of a seedy part of town?
Well, we loved it that way, because we were seedy kind of people. We wrote seedy music, we recorded seedy music. It was the perfect environment for us.
Curtains open, it's pitch black out there, we don't see anybody, we run through the set, curtains close, we don't hear a word. And then we come back the next day and the manager at the theater has a contract like this thick. And we were pretty much on our heels at that point. And we took the contract home and we went home and there was an eviction notice on our apartment because we'd skipped on the rent enough and they were ready to boot us out and we had no gigs on the calendar and he was ready to sign us and give us $100 a week or something and and be our manager, and he didn't manage any other bands or anything, and it goes on from there. And I remember the first thing he did, like the next week, he goes, I got a job for you boys. I mean, he was Irish, as Irish as you can get. I mean, the classic
Boston Irish.
Looked like, I mean, white hair. I mean, hooked up with the Irish mob, and that's another whole story. But he taught us how to drink like gentlemen, and he would. I mean, I could go on, but the point is he took us under his wing, and he just finished a show down in Baltimore with E.G. Marshall doing H.L. Mencken, and he said, so anyway, I have a job for you. Come down to my place on Saturday. So we show up, we go, what kind of job are we going to do at 10 in the morning? I mean, we're going to gig, a wedding, what, and I need you boys to help unload the truck. And he paid us all $10 each. And that was the first job he gave us. But then after that, it was, he found places for us to rehearse. He helped bring us to that next place. And he hooked us up with David Krebs, and that's when we got our deal and stuff. So, but he was an amazing guy. I mean, he was a real character.
At one point, we were rehearsing in the Boston Arena, and which is a place they had wrestling matches. And it was like a small, think of Madison Square Garden, but then shrink it a few times. And and I remember that there was a really high nosebleed balcony, and there was a rope.
Oh yeah.
And you could get on this rope, put a little ring on it, and swing from one balcony. Now think of swinging all the way across, like Madison Square Garden, and all the way up, and end up on the upper balcony of the other side of the arena. And at one point, Stephen and either you or Stephen and Joey were going double on this rope, two of them together. And just like when they would get to the bottom, they would be going probably 70 miles an hour.
Jeez.
They would have to lift their legs and clear the seats by about that much. So curious as I was as to how soon my band was going to be killed, I decided to go up and take a look at what this rope was attached to. So I went up on a catwalk, walked out on a beam, and there was less than one knot holding this rope together. And that was the end of that. But these guys were crazy. It's amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to wrap it up. These two guys are going to get some awards tonight. We got a Hall of Famer here, and we got the Les Paul Award, and some other surprises. So it's been wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.